Today I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the Magic Mixies Pixlings Angelica doll. She is the 2024 exclusive doll available at Target, and here on her packaging you can see they've got the Only at Target sticker on there. Similar to the Wynter exclusive doll from 2023, she has fully removable clothing, where the other Pixlings typically have the molded on clothing. And this will be my second Pixlings doll to open up after the Wynter 2023 doll. Here in the back we see it shows a little overview of everything she comes with. It's got like a little blurb about her. Here it says, "Goodness shines from every sparkle of Angelica's gown. Using her magical wand, she'll cast a spell and fill you with positive power and lift your spirits. Pure at heart, this angelic pixling will guide you to happiness." So yes, she's got like a halo and wings, and is supposed to be based off of like an angel, like how all the dolls kind of have something they are based off of. A lot of them are a little bit more mythical, being like mermaids and deers and such. Then this little tab shows what she comes with. Yeah, thankfully I think she'll be easier to get into than the Wynter 2023 doll, because that one had so much packaging with her, where this just has the one little thing. Oh. It's got a perforated tabs here, but it's still not wanting to like pull along with them. There we go. Graphic on the inside. The packaging is pretty, but it still does feel like a good amount of plastic. And by a good amount, I just mean like a lot. Preferably a good amount would be not much plastic. Here we go. And so I didn't realize with the previous one I opened until later that these little tabs you pull off, they are supposed to be like a stands for the doll. There'll be like a hole in her shoe to help her stand up with that. And opening it up, we have our different potions here. We've got our mixing guide, and they've made the, it looks like they've made the potion bags different for this generation. So this is like, I guess would count as Gen 2, and the fill line's on the other side, where the fill line for my Wynter doll was over here. It's nice to have over here, since I guess like most people would be right-handed pouring in, although I think you can just keep checking as you're pouring. And with these, it has, since it has like a smaller nozzle area from where you're pouring in, it's easier to get into there. That's what I'm guessing is part of the redesign for these packets. With the mixing guide, there is a QR code to scan to see, I guess, a video that goes over doing it, but there is pretty clear step-by-step instructions, and the bottles, or the potions and stuff, are labeled for each step. Before actually starting any of the steps, the guide does recommend placing a plate at the beginning, and just in case if anything spills, though I found I didn't really have much trouble with spilling the last time I did this. So step one is pouring in the what they call the Pixling Power Elixir. So it's here, number 1, and after making sure to squeeze out all the contents, step 2 is then going to be pouring in some water. And you pour it into the fill line. I just like to stop and keep checking once I get close. Okay. little high, but should be good enough. And then here is going to be step 3. It says sprinkle in shimmering essence. I wonder if this one tears or if it has to be, oh, okay, it peels open. So that we've got like little stars, like sprinkle in. And then step 4 is the Magic Elixir. The previous bottle designs I thought were cute, but I like these ones too, where they have like a little handle. So yeah, okay, number 4 goes in. I like to go from the top of the bag and squeeze, work my way down. And it does recommend you have like a little damp cloth with you while you do this to wipe anything off that does come out, like if you get little droplets. So then step 4 is done, and we do step 5 here, which is the, says it's the Cosmic Charm. Peel this open, and it's a big bow charm. Sprinkle that in. And then it says to remove the pink ring and turn the moon gem until it fully stops to reveal the magic words, which are going to be Mixies Pixlings. Okay, so we turn the top, push down 1, 2. Okay, yeah, because this was a little full, it did overflow just a little bit. So she clears up very fast. Pretty surprising. I wonder if they like changed that to be faster. When I did the Wynter doll, it was like, took a few minutes, but typically it says the instructions it'll just take 1. And she's already pretty revealed. There's still some shimmering in the water and stuff, so I might let that dissipate some. And then we can go ahead and unscrew these lids to take her out. I'm just letting her kind of drain here at the top because there's this, and push that back. Okay. And then I had trouble with the previous one. I don't really get how to unscrew between the 2 of these, like, okay, I'm just pulling this plastic up and like holding on to the little moon shape she has at the top to unscrew that. I went ahead and cleaned up everything there. This also is at the bottom of her little tube container. It says it's the collector's guide, so it shows you the different dolls they have for the new Gen 3 series they seem to have. And with her dress did get like a touch wet, like there's just like a little wet spot, but it already seems to have kind of gotten away. I think you could like rinse it off some if you were worried about the stuff, but she seems pretty fine. And we'll get her out of her packaging. And here she is, and she's just already got her accessories on her, which is having her like little wand and her headband, and she's got her hair in this high ponytail. It's kind of like a yellowy white and then pink highlights in it, and her skin is sort of this like pale yellowy tone, and she's got pink accents with her pink makeup, eyebrows, and little ear tips. Her wings are in her back. I don't think they can come out. I think they would probably break if you tried to take them out. It doesn't seem like a removable thing, but her dress is on with like Velcro and seems removable. She has printed on underwear, and they've actually given her a color with pink underwear, where the Wynter exclusive doll, it just seemed like she had textured. It was just her same skin tone, but the textured underwear line. And she also has these little plastic clear straps. Her necklace is on her. It's a molded on necklace, so she's not totally free of having like molded on things with her. I think her little outfit is pretty cute with the big giant bow. I guess it is intentional to have the bow to sort of skew to the side, but it just seems so big, it almost seems like it's just supposed to be centered, but misplaced a little. And the edges of the dress are just like raw edges. It seems like they probably did do, either they cut it with like some kind of hot cutting item, or it was seared to keep it from like fraying. Her shoes are pretty tall. They all seem to have platform shoes, and then also these just go up pretty high with sort of a laced around design, like as if she had ribbons tying and holding her shoes up. The thinner parts are pretty rubbery, but the like sole part is so thick it's not really got much flex to it. It's not really like squishy or anything. And then her left shoe is the one with the hole for putting in the stand. And here, the right one, you can see very faintly, it says MM for the Magic Mixies. Here we can get her. She probably does stand on her own. Most of them do seem to. Might take a little bit of like balancing to get her to do so, but I think she should. There. It's not too hard. They do seem to stand, I would think, fairly easy for a doll like this. I like her hairstyle. I like the high pony. I think it's cute. I think it goes well with her overall like silhouette, with having the halo on a headband. It all just, I think, does go well together. I'm gonna get a close-up of her face. It doesn't seem too pixelated in my opinion. I do like, oh, she looks like she's got like a little, okay. I like their whole design and stuff with these sort of creature-like dolls. She does seem to have a spot on her nose. Mine, at least I don't think she's supposed to normally have this spot. I think it's some kind of slight defect, but I guess it's kind of fine. Her little gemstone being this star is fun, and then I like that it's got like tiny little stars around it and like specks. And I'm not crazy about having wings for the eye makeup, but I think overall she's got a pretty cute design and style, and having these the same star throughout as like a pattern on her dress is nice. Her little wand is a cute little star wand. It's all just one color. I feel like it would help look more like a real wand or accessory if there was some more coloring to it, but if you really want, I think, someone I might even just, you know, color it in. Like the bow could be gold to match her bow or something like that. And like this base here. And I feel like with having this wrapped around design, the rod and the wrapping would be two different colors. But these dolls are fairly cheap. Like she was retail $19.99 US. And I do think part of that is the whole mixing and the giant plastic bottle container they come in is going to be part of that cost, where if these dolls were like standalone dolls and didn't have all of that, I think they could probably be either a cheaper doll cost for just the doll, or would be would have more production value put into them. But overall, I'd still say with the whole potion mixing, it's not too expensive. And while I like this hairstyle, I would recommend probably avoiding taking their hairstyles out. I noticed with my Wynter doll that it didn't seem like there's like a lot of, I might even be able to part it and show some, the way they do the plugs for the hair, it will show like their baldness. And I'm sure with a ponytail style, it's not going to be at all forgiving if it's taken down. So she's really just got to kind of keep it in a ponytail most likely. But I like the ponytail, and the hair feels pretty soft. I'm not knowledgeable enough on like what types of material they use for doll hairs, but this feels pretty soft, and I think with like brushing and keeping it from being tangled, it shouldn't degrade too fast. And here I've brought out my Wynter doll to compare between the two as the different exclusives from 2023 and then this year's 2024. I like that you can tell they clearly have a certain style they go with this comes in the Magic Mixies Pixlings. Like it is, you know, they've got this cutesy, creature-y style that's distinct, but yet still within the different characters, they look pretty different. Like their faces between these two, pretty clearly different. And I think even different face molds and just a lot of things are still different between them, though. Again, you can tell it's still, they're both cute in the same style. I like both of them a lot. I like that there is a bit more color contrast here with Angelica. Her having more of a color to her skin tone helps to pop out with the light colors, everything else she has going on. They do have very similar hairs with having pink highlights and basically white. Like I do think here is where you can tell a little more that Angelica's hair is more of like a yellowy, a very, very pale yellow, where Wynter's is white. White with pink highlights, yellowy with pink highlights. And her highlights are just a lot less. Wynter has a lot more pink spread out through her hair, and her tinsel is like a sort of blue-white toned holographic tinsel, where Angelica looks to be golden. And so that's nice too. They've got these different main color tone differences, you know, more gold here, silver, blue, still pink. It's still a lot of pink and very much very, very pale. Personally, I'd like to see some darker dolls in this line. They do have, with going through the new ones for this Gen 2 series, there are some interesting colors. Like you've got like this pretty rich blue and sort of this pinky color, and the purple here looks pretty light, and then the Phoenix seeming doll, her skin tone also looks kind of similar to Angelica's maybe, though it's hard to tell from these since these are just cartoon images of the dolls, and apparently they are doing a bit of like chance for a limited edition mystery, so I guess there's a chance with all of these 4 different ones that you might actually get This one, I'm not really sure how that works because they do typically show the gemstones on the top of the containers, so it's not, so you still kind of have an idea of which doll you're trying to get when you match up the gems with the one they're supposed to be. And there's also, I don't think it's a potion pack, it's just the figurines of this doll with the unicorn. And another thing they're doing with this series is they have two, I think, bigger sized dolls. Maybe they're supposed to be more like, I'm guessing, Barbie sized. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Angelica's review. As always, thanks for watching.